Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, your mind racing like a hamster on a wheel, replaying every awkward conversation, or worrying about tomorrow's to-do list? You're not alone. Overthinking affects millions, turning simple decisions into exhausting marathons and stealing your peace of mind. But what if I told you there are 11 shocking reasons behind this mental trap, rooted in psychology, neuroscience, and everyday habits? In this video, we'll uncover these hidden culprits that keep you stuck in rumination, backed by surprising science and real-world insights. You'll learn why your brain defaults to overanalysis, how it sabotages your happiness, and most importantly, actionable hacks to break free. By the end, you'll have the tools to quiet that inner chatter, boost your mental clarity, and reclaim your life. Stick around because these revelations might just change how you think forever. Let's dive in and spark that wave of calm you've been craving. Reason number 1. Your brain's survival instinct is wired for negativity. Back in our caveman days, overthinking threats like predators kept us alive. But in modern life, this bias turns minor issues into major dramas. A study from the University of California found that our minds dwell on negative experiences 70% more than positive ones, creating a loop of worry that spikes stress hormones like cortisol. But here's the catch. What if this ancient wiring is hijacking your productivity? Researchers discovered that chronic overthinkers report 25% lower life satisfaction. The good news? Flip the script with gratitude journaling. Spend just 5 minutes daily noting 3 positives. Science shows it rewires your brain's neural pathways, reducing overthinking by up to 30%. Start tonight and watch your mind shift from survival mode to thrive mode. It's a game changer for self-improvement. Reason number 2. Perfectionism is secretly fueling your mental overload. You chase flawless outcomes, but this all-or-nothing mindset creates paralysis where every choice feels life or death. Psychologists at Harvard revealed that perfectionists overthink decisions 40% longer than others, leading to burnout and anxiety disorders. Imagine a student revising an essay endlessly, missing deadlines. That's the trap. What happened next in studies shocked experts. Perfectionism correlates with a 50% higher risk of depression. Yet the solution is embracing good enough. Adopt the 80-20 rule. Focus on the 20% effort yielding 80% results. A trial with overthinkers showed this hack cut rumination time in half, freeing mental space for creativity. Ditch the perfect illusion. It's your key to motivational breakthroughs in psychology. Reason number 3. Lack of sleep turns your brain into an overthinking machine. When you're running on fumes, the prefrontal cortex, the part controlling rational thought, goes offline, letting emotional centers run wild. A National Sleep Foundation survey found that sleep-deprived people overanalyze problems 35% more, amplifying fears and doubts. Picture this. After a restless night, a simple email spirals into catastrophe thinking. But researchers were stunned. Chronic insomnia boosts overthinking by triggering amygdala hyperactivity, mimicking anxiety attacks. The fix? Prioritize 7 to 9 hours with a wind-down routine like dim lights and no screens. Studies confirm this restores brain balance, slashing overthinking episodes by 28%. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's your secret weapon for mental resilience and self-improvement. Reason number 4. Social media's comparison trap keeps you second-guessing everything. Scrolling through highlight reels triggers envy, making you overthink your own life choices. Data from Pew Research shows users spend 2 hours daily comparing, which psychologists link to a 45% rise in rumination. Here's the twist. Algorithms feed you curated perfection, distorting reality and fueling imposter syndrome. What unfolded in experiments? Overthinkers exposed to social media reported doubled self-doubt. Break free by curating your feed. Unfollow toxic accounts and set time limits to 30 minutes. A University of Pennsylvania study proved this reduces overthinking by 22%, sparking genuine motivation. Reclaim your narrative. It's essential for psychological well-being. Reason number 5. Unresolved emotions act like mental quicksand, pulling you deeper into overanalysis. Suppressed feelings from past traumas resurface as endless what-ifs, blocking forward momentum. Therapy experts at the American Psychological Association note that emotional avoidance heightens overthinking, with 60% of anxiety sufferers tracing it to buried pain. Imagine bottling up a breakup. Suddenly, every decision feels tainted. But the revelation? Neuroimaging shows unresolved emotions overactivate the default mode network, the brain's rumination hub. Heal with emotional release techniques like journaling or talking it out. Clinical trials demonstrate this diminishes overthinking by 40%, paving the way for self-growth. Face those feelings. It's your path to inner peace. Reason number 6. Decision fatigue drains your mental battery, leading to overthinking spirals. Facing endless choices, from what to eat to career moves, overwhelms your cognitive resources. Barack Obama limited his wardrobe to combat this, and science backs it. A Columbia University study found that after 100 decisions, overthinking triples due to depleted willpower. The shocker? This fatigue mimics ADHD symptoms, scattering focus. Counter it by bashing decisions, plan meals weekly, or automate routines. Participants in habit studies cut overthinking by 35%, gaining motivational energy. Simplify to amplify your life hacks for success. Reason number 7. Fear of failure paralyzes you into overanalysis, turning opportunities into threats. This phobia stems from early conditioning where mistakes were punished, wiring your brain for caution. Research from Stanford's Carol Dweck shows fixed mindset individuals overthink risks 50% more, missing growth chances. Visualize an entrepreneur hesitating on a launch. The delay costs dreams. Experts were amazed. Failure fear activates the same brain regions as physical pain. Shift to a growth mindset with reframing. View setbacks as lessons. Interventions reduced overthinking by 32%, boosting resilience. Embrace failure. It's fuel for self-improvement psychology. Reason number 8. Information overload from constant news and data bombards your mind, fostering doubt. In our digital age, endless inputs create analysis paralysis. A report by the Reuters Institute found that heavy news consumers overthink global events, correlating with a 55% anxiety spike. But here's the catch. Multitasking with info halves decision speed. The turnaround? Practice digital detoxes. Designate info-free zones. Wellness studies confirm this clears mental fog, dropping overthinking by 25%. Curate your input for clearer, more motivating thinking. Reason number 9. Loneliness amplifies inner dialogue, turning solitude into overthinking sessions. Without social buffers, your mind fills the void with self-criticism. UCLA loneliness research reveals isolated people ruminate 40% more as human connection regulates emotions. Picture evenings alone spiraling into regrets. That's the pattern. Stunningly, chronic loneliness shrinks the hippocampus, impairing memory and fueling loops. Combat it by scheduling connections, calls, or meetups. Social psychology trials showed this halves overthinking, enhancing well-being. Connect to correct your mental course. Reason number 10. Multitasking myths convince you to juggle, but it scatters focus and breeds overthinking. Switching tasks costs 40% efficiency, per the American Psychological Association findings, as your brain lingers on unfinished business. The irony? Quote-unquote productive multitaskers report higher stress. Resolve with single tasking. Dedicate blocks to one activity. Productivity hacks from focus apps prove this reduces overthinking by 30%, sharpening mental edge. One thing at a time unlocks true potential. Reason number 11. Gut instinct neglect leaves you over-relying on logic, creating endless debates. Intuition, honed by evolution, gets drowned out by overanalysis. Neuroscientists at Caltech found trusting gut feelings cuts decision time by 50%, yet overthinkers ignore it, spiking regret. The breakthrough? Intuitive hits activate faster brain circuits. Reconnect via mindfulness meditation, 10 minutes daily. Studies link this to 27% less rumination, merging heart and mind for empowered choices. Wrapping it all up, these 11 shocking reasons, from negativity bias to gut neglect, reveal why overthinking holds you captive, but they're not destiny. By tackling them with gratitude, sleep, detoxes, and more, you can rewire your brain for clarity and joy. Remember, overthinking steals your present. These hacks hand it back, proven by science to transform lives. Imagine a calmer, more decisive you. It's within reach. If this sparked your curiosity, hit that like button and share your biggest overthinking trigger in the comments. Subscribe to Fact Spark Wave for more mind-blowing facts on psychology, self-improvement, and life hacks that inspire action. Don't miss the next wave.